Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for tuning into the channel. So here we are at Penmar Antique Market. This is located east of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania on Route 16. Their address is 11870 Buchanan Trail. So we're going to go inside and see if they have any baseball cards. I haven't been to this place in I think about 2 years. So when you first go in, you don't really see too much, but if you wander off to the sides and head towards the middle, this seller has a bunch of supplies. As you can see, there were top loaders and a lot of new unopened product. And there's a lot of it here. Prices are a little higher than retail for some of this, but they generally are at antique malls. Remember, these folks have to pay rent while they're here. But this is probably one of the best selections of unopened stuff that I have seen. Here they have a supply of storage boxes, if you're interested in that. And in this case here, they have a lot of non-sports, which I'm going to go past really quickly, including in this case over here. And I didn't do the transition correctly there, so messed that one up. But they have another case on the side, which also has a bunch of unopened product, including the most stuff issued by Leaf that I have ever seen. Normally I don't see unopened Leaf product out there in the wild, and this place has a lot of it. And there's some onyx, another company that makes cards that you don't normally see very often out in the wild. Deeper into the store, in the middle, this seller had a bunch of vintage cards, both football and baseball, in these strange bag concoctions, just hanging on the wall. If these were better protected, I might have bought a few of them, but I was concerned that they might get damaged during the checkout part as you're leaving. There isn't any further protection for these. They're all in these sort of oversized looking team bags. Quite an interesting, eclectic selection. Prices were about $1.25 for a lot of them. Condition varied from what I looked at. And if we go around here, and I'm spinning a little too fast, so I hope you don't fall out of your chair, they have some cards here in top loaders. 1968 Fergie Jenkins. There's some 68 Roberto Clemente cards in there. I see a Keith Hernandez rookie from 75. There was a 1970 Steve Carlton that caught my attention in there, but I ultimately didn't buy it. I think if it was a few dollars less, I might have jumped on it. This case here has $2 football grab bags. And they have an ample supply of boxes back here. That looks like a 3,000 count box for $5, which isn't too bad of a price. I occasionally see them cheaper than that, but in a lot of places they're higher than that. They have non-sports cards down below, on the shelves below in this case. This looked like a Slee Stack mask to me, but I might be wrong. If you recall Land of the Lost, that was broadcast in the 1970s on Saturday mornings. I know these aren't baseball cards, but I was like, this is pretty neat. And it was that Sleestack mask that really caught my eye. And there's something from Ghostbusters. And that Martian up there. I don't remember the name of the movie off the top of my head. But I thought I would film this because I don't see this very often at antique malls. That Ghostbusters mask is priced at $69.95, so I'm assuming the other ones in here might have a similar price range. I couldn't really make them out. Here's a couple Minions, a few assorted toys. There were a lot more toys than just this here, but for some reason I wanted to film this little section. So if you're interested in collectible toys, I did see quite a bit of it here. Here's some starting lineups. These look like they're priced around $3. In addition to baseball, they have a number of other sports represented on this wall. It looks like most of them are from 1996. And we'll zoom out so you can sort of see the entire wall. Here's some minor league baseball cards. They were priced at $3.95 a set, those two there, plus an assortment of non-sports stuff. There's the X-Files, and there's some Star Wars cards. It looks like those are priced at $45 or so. And near the back of the store, in this left wing, this seller had a lot of top loaders, storage supplies, team bags, boxes. The prices in this seller's booth were, for these same boxes, were a little bit less than the other seller. Like the 660 count boxes were $1.35 here, whereas the other seller was selling them for $1.50. As you can see, they have other supplies for coin collectors. I came across this electric baseball game. Not sure what this dates back to. This was $10. It doesn't look like it has the original packaging it came in. I think I've seen one of these at one other antique mall quite some time ago. I don't come across them very often. This seller had a wide variety of different things. You can see they have some small box sets, some puzzle pieces from Donruss. And there's a wide variety of different sports here. I did pick up two things from this seller that I'll go over at the end of the video. There's a Brewers team set from 1989. And after we were here, we took Cody just down the road to some place called Red Run Park, which isn't far from here. So if you are traveling with a dog, this park is open. Their bathrooms were open when we were here, and we were here on Saturday. I moved the camera aside because he was about to go to the bathroom there. So stay tuned. I'll go over what I got here. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that tour of Penmar Antique Market, east of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania on Route 16. I wrote down the address. Let's see, 11870 Buchanan Trail. So what did I get there? So I did buy a couple of these 660 count boxes from the seller that was selling them for $1.35. You can see the price there. I got 3 of those. So nothing real exciting there. And I ended up buying this one box set of 1987 Fleer League Leaders. The price on this was $4. It looks like it's completely sealed, still sealed. Hopefully the cards inside are in good shape. It says it's a Walgreens exclusive. Now, I did buy a box of these some time ago, and I don't remember if I featured them as something I bought at an antique mall on one of my antique mall videos or not, but I did have another box of these before. I opened them up, I think, half a year ago, or maybe 8 months ago or something like that, and I found every single card in it had a rather significant corner ding. And so I was like, well, I'm not too thrilled with that, so I put them in my damaged cards area and put back on my phone that I need to find another one of these. So here's another one of them. So this time, hopefully, they'll be in good shape. $4 is a pretty decent price for that. The second thing I bought was this star set of Will Clark. Not sure what this dates back to, 1990. And yeah, this was $3, and I don't know if that's a good price for these or not. But it's a rather small set. Not sure if I'm gonna how these are packaged in here. Looks like they're in there. Oh, this is sealed. Okay, this is sealed. All right, so maybe in a future video if I think about it. I don't know. They're all going to be of Will Clark. Don't see these very much out in the wild very often. Occasionally I come across them as just a single card, and usually they're selling the single card for like $1 or $2. So here I got a whole bunch of Will Clark cards, 11 of them, 11 out of 11, and the whole thing was $3. So I was happy about that. I know there were quite a few of these issued back then in various bright colors for various players. I'm not sure how many were made. I'm thinking there must have been at least 30 or 40 or maybe even 50 different sets of these for different players in different colors. I know there were quite a few issued of Ken Griffey Jr. that came in a variety of different styles from this Star Company. The Star Company, it says there. So I picked that one up. And that's pretty much all I got there. Like I said, I was curious about that 1970 Topps Steve Carlton from that one seller that did have vintage in the back of the store. He was selling it for $18, but I think if it was centered better, I would have bought that for $18. But the centering wasn't the best, but the corners looked real good on it. I was like, if he was selling that for more like $10 to $12, I might have jumped on it. So didn't really get anything else. So that's pretty much it for Penmar Antique Market. Like I said, I hadn't been there in I think about 2 years, so it's nice to revisit these places sometime to see if there's anything different. There were some sellers the previous time that are not there anymore. I remember picking up a bunch of mystery packs for $2 each at this place. The seller that was selling them apparently has got up and moved out because I didn't find anything like that there. And there was another seller selling modern cards at kind of inflated prices, and didn't see that seller there. So if you go to these places, like, spread it out a year later, 2 years later, sometimes there's just some significant changes, and there were a few sellers there that were there the last time. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, everybody. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Beep, beep.